Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're looking at a piece of software that's making a huge claim that it's going to completely revolutionize how we use the internet. It's called the GenSpark AI browser. So let's just start with a simple but kind of profound question, because this really gets to the core of what makes this browser so different. I mean, think about it. For most of us, AI and the internet are basically the same thing, right? But what if they didn't have to be? And this is GenSpark's core promise. It's the first browser with free AI models that run, get this, entirely on your device. So we're talking powerful AI that's totally local, completely private, and yeah, free. That is a seriously bold claim, and it pretty much flips the whole cloud-based model we're all used to on its head. So let's actually break down what that really means for you and me. Okay, so a browser with a brain. What does that actually mean? Like, what happens when your browser has an AI built right into it? How does that change the game for, everything from your privacy to just how fast things run? So here's the deal. Most browsers that have AI features, they're constantly sending your stuff to the cloud, to servers owned by big companies. But GenSpark does all the heavy lifting, all the thinking, right there on your computer. Your data, your conversations, your entire browsing history, it never, ever leaves your machine. And that has three huge game-changing advantages. And here they are. First up, total privacy. It's not an add-on, it's just built in by design. Second, it is fast, like instant. There's no waiting for a signal to bounce to a server and back. And third, and this is the really wild part, it works completely offline. You could be on a plane, no Wi-Fi, and the AI would still work perfectly. That's a huge deal. All right, so how on earth does this actually work under the hood? Because this isn't just a small tweak, it's a totally different way of thinking about how AI gets to us. This chart really lays it out perfectly. On one side, you've got the typical cloud AI we all know. Your data gets sent out to some massive server farm somewhere, you need an internet connection, and there's always that question of who's looking at your data. But on the other side, you've got GenSpark's approach. Everything, and I mean everything, happens right there on your computer. It's a fundamentally different way to do things. And check this out. We're talking about 169 different AI models that you get access to for free. Now, just to put that into perspective, a lot of services out there are charging you a monthly subscription for access to just one single cloud-based model. This is a totally different ballgame. Okay, so your personal autopilot. This is where it gets really interesting. With all this power running locally on your machine, what can you actually do with it? Well, this is where it starts to feel a little bit like science fiction, because we're moving way beyond just asking an AI question. We're talking about a browser that can actively do things for you. And the feature list is pretty wild. You've got this autopilot mode, which isn't just a search bar. It literally tells the browser to go out and browse for you, pulling in info from news, social media, all over the place. Then there's total ad blocking, and they mean all ads. It connects with over 700 of the apps you probably already use, like Slack and Motion, and it has these specialized assistants for things like shopping or even analyzing a video you're watching. So how does it do all this? Well, instead of having one giant jack-of-all-trades AI trying to do everything, GenSpark uses something they call super agent technology. The best way to think about it is like this. If you have a heart problem, you don't go to a general doctor, right? You go to a cardiologist, a specialist. That's what this is. It's a whole team of specialist AIs, and each one is an expert at a very specific job. The result? You get much faster, much more accurate answers. And the process is super straightforward. You just ask for something like, find me the best headphones. The system then instantly figures out, okay, this is a shopping question, and it assigns its best shopping agent to the job. That specialist agent then delivers a really detailed, accurate answer. It's this smart delegation that's the secret sauce here. Right, so you can see here how that work is divided up. It's not one big AI doing everything. You've got your shopping agent, your video analysis agent, and a bunch of other specialized agents. Each one is a master of its own domain, and they all work together behind the scenes. And we're not talking about simple stuff here. This is deep, meaningful analysis. For example, the shopping assistant doesn't just, compare prices. It's digging through Reddit threads and forums to find what real people are saying. It's trying to spot fake reviews, and it even considers things like shipping costs. Meanwhile, the video analyzer is pulling out key points and quotes from a video while you're watching it. It's pretty incredible. Okay, let's zoom out for a second, because this isn't just about one new browser. What we're seeing here could be a signal of a much, much bigger shift in the entire tech industry. It's a move toward what people are calling edge AI, where the future is local. And this quote really captures the scale of what we're talking about. The idea here isn't just, oh, here's a slightly better browser. No, the suggestion is that AI browsers are going to completely replace traditional browsers. It's a total reimagining of the main tool we all use to get on the internet. You can really see the evolution happening. Not too long ago, AI was locked away in research labs. Right now, we're in the cloud era. We access things like ChatGPT through the internet. But the future seems to be AI running directly on our phones, our laptops, our devices. That's edge AI. It's about taking all that intelligence out of those giant, faraway data centers and putting it right in our hands. And GenSpark is one of the first to really push this idea. So, what does this all mean for you, the person actually using the browser? Well, it's a huge shift from the old way to the new way. We're moving away from a browser that's just a passive window to view information to a browser that's an active assistant. It's an experience that really works for you, one that finally puts your privacy, your speed, and real intelligence front and center. And look, the performance benefits are real, and you can feel them. Just by blocking all those ads and trackers that slow everything down, the browser gets a serious speed boost. According to their own tests, pages can load up to 40% faster. That's a huge difference. You know, tech history is just littered with these Netflix versus Blockbuster moments, right? Where a new company comes along with a fundamentally better way of doing things and just completely disrupts an entire market. So the big question is, could this be that moment for web browsers? So, the shift toward local, private, and genuinely intelligent browsing, it's definitely started. It's a really powerful idea, and it leaves us with a pretty massive question. Are we witnessing the end of the browser as we know it? Are the tools we use literally every single day about to change forever?